Well, I think today is going to be your lucky day because I think that this is going to be the puppy vlog that y'all have been waiting for, because in today's video, I'm going to show you everything that we got for Wally. This is pretty much the ultimate puppy checklist of all time, so let's just jump into it, right? Yeah, oh guys, and before I forget, everything that I can possibly link will be linked down below, and don't forget to shop local. All right, let's just jump into this video. First things first, I'm going to talk about the crate that I'm absolutely obsessed with. It's kind of funny because I'm sitting in my mom's bedroom right now. If you're not aware, Wally here is my mom's puppy, so he's technically my little brother, but I live close and I'm working with him extensively, and he's just doing so awesome. Almost 14 weeks old now, and he at this point is about 12 and a half pounds, so he looks bigger than he is. He's all fluffy fur. Look how cute he is. Can you say hi, Wally? Hi, buddy. Mwah. So I want to start off with his crate because it's the first thing I have next to me, because he sleeps in the crate next to my mom, and I am obsessed with this crate. If you follow me at all on any of my puppy videos, all of which I have potty training, crate training, all kinds of guides, all linked in the description below. You can watch after this. It's made by Diggs, and it is their medium-sized crate because Wally should be about 30 to 40 pounds when he's full grown. The reason I love this crate is because first off, it's aesthetic. And I know this might sound a little crazy, but crates take up a lot of room in your home. And if you get one of those ugly ones, they're a bit of an eyesore. No, scratch that. They are a major eyesore. And I want to be in love with the crate as much as I want Wally to be in love with the crate. So I really wanted something that was pretty and that would fit our lifestyle and our aesthetic. It has a lot of security in its diamond wire mesh fencing, the gate that's around it. The clicking feature I love of the locking feature I should say of the crate is incredible, because there's no place for the dog to get their tongue or their paw or their mouth around to unlatch it. And as you guys know, I have fostered dozens and dozens of yes, good job, Wally. I have fostered dozens and dozens of rescue dogs, most of which are puppies, and I've done a lot of crate training, potty training, and I have met a lot of escape artists over the time. So there is a special link for you down in the description. And the next thing we got, of course, was the bed that fit inside the crate. The reason I love it is that it is water resistant, it's chew resistant, the cover removes, so if there is an accident, you can easily clean it. And big thanks to Diggs for sending us the crate and the bed. This video is not sponsored by them, but I am just obsessed with them. I'm the one who sought them out. Now, the next thing that's on this puppy must-have list is a place mat. You can get my face in here. And this is essentially, all it really is a really, really thin bed. I just got this at Target. I'll see if I can link it down below, but it's just basically a thin, machine washable flat bed. And the reason I love this for your puppy is I'm a big advocate of starting training day one, but a placemat is a great tool that you can use to train your puppy to stay on a place when you ask them to. So let's say you have friends come over and the puppy's jumping up, you could ask your dog to go to their placemat. Wait, good job. So one thing we are working on with Wally is having him wait to come out of the crate until we F-R-E-E him. This way he's not just rushing out, and it gives us a little bit more control. Good boy. Okay, free, place. Let's see if he does it. Give him a minute. He loves his crate. Guys, I'm telling you, you get the right crate, it makes crate training a lot more easily. Good boy. Yes, good job, Wally, yay! And so then I continue to reward him on this. So I do love and recommend for you to have a placemat right away. And then in addition to another tool that you can have for your crate is a groove tool. This is also by Diggs. You can fill it up with their food or some no sugar, nothing added peanut butter, or just something that's all natural, like a nothing added Greek yogurt. Put it on here, just a little bit on each side, freeze it, stick it through the crate, and then they kind of go to town on it. And this is a really good way to help them get used to loving their crate, because when I'm thinking about things to get for a puppy, I want to think about things that are going to help them obviously have a happy, fun time, but it's also going to help them with the training that they're going to need. And then I do like to get a stainless steel bowl so that when they are in the crate, they do have fresh access to water. I don't normally put water in here or much water at nighttime because I don't want them to have potty accidents, but if I need to run an errand, good boy, buddy. If I need to run an errand throughout the day, of course, I want to make sure he has water and not in something that he can chew. The next thing that is absolutely imperative, in my opinion, is to get a nanny cam for your pet. I am the biggest fan of PetCube, obviously. I have been buying their products for years and then recently started working with them, but this is one that has a camera in it so you can watch and check on your puppy when they are in the crate and you're gone, just to make sure they're okay. And they do have treat dispensing ones as well. This is an excellent way to start help crate training and separation anxiety training with your puppy right away. And then on the note of treats and treat dispensing tools, my favorite treats for puppies are single ingredient or very limited ingredient treats. This is going to be a test for Wally because he's extremely food motivated, and I'll pull out some of his favorite treats. Well, let me first start with my favorite chews. A responsibly and sustainably sourced antler. My preference, especially for puppies, is something that they can easily get their mouth around. Come over here, Wally. Look, Papa. And something that is split. You see how it's kind of split? You can see that marrow in the middle. That way they can get to the yummy stuff really easily. A pro tip on this is you could actually soak it for a little bit. Yes, good boy. You see that? He went in there to get what he wants because I give him all yummies in here. He went on there on his own. That's awesome. But you could soak that in a little bit of like raw goat milk or bone broth with no salt or seasoning added just for a little bit to get more flavor to it to get them excited. And then another chew that I love and Wally's obsessed with are these Vital Essential rabbit ears. Obviously, there's a lot to be said about safety and giving chews or treats or really anything to your puppy, toys included. But the net of it is you want to always supervise. I never leave anything alone, like chew or toy-wise, with the puppy unsupervised in their crate or otherwise. I never do. And I always give a chew toy to my dogs or to a puppy based on what their chewing capability is. But these are awesome. The chew itself is not too hard, and I know it looks kind of gross, but this is something that the dog can really gnaw on, and it's not easy for them to necessarily swallow because he is a smaller kid. I'll give you some in a little bit. And then another chew that I love that you can get, all of this you could get from your independent pet store for the most part, except for this you get from their website. But this is a bully stick. So if you go to your independent pet store, local pet shop, you can ask them for a bully stick. That's all it is, sourced in the US. And then this last one's a little crazy, but it is a great chew toy. Again, if you supervise your puppy, is a pig snout. I know this sounds crazy, but Vital Essential makes these and they call it their raw bar. And you just go get it and they can chew on it because guys, please, for whatever you do, please do not feed rawhide. Rawhide is one of the most dangerous and unhealthy chew toys for dogs, period. Even though they're found everywhere, they can cause blockages, they're choking hazards, they're made with chemicals. Now, I'm gonna talk about treats, but I'm also gonna talk about some tools and things around treats. And the first thing I'll talk about are my favorite dog treats, or at least top 3. These Canine Natural Lamb Green Tripe. Pretty much any independent pet store, all in the US at least, can order these. The only ingredient in here is tripe. And I love this because it is free range. It's packed with protein, healthy fats, and it's basically a superfood. It's super smelly, so dogs are very motivated by it. And then what I love doing with treats is, and this is more of a pro tip, I get these little treat jars, something that has an easy open top, and then putting their dry treats in here, like the green lamb tripe. You can also get freeze-dried minnows that I love. There's these little fish by Vital Essentials. Good job, buddy. And then you can leave jars like this around the house. Again, I recommend the easy soft open so that they don't always hear it. And then if you leave these around the house and you catch your puppy doing something right, like walking into the crate on their own or ringing the bell by the back door to go potty, you can instantly reward. You can also use little mason jars if you want to reuse and recycle. I love having like 4 or 5 of these all throughout the house, and randomly you can call your puppy to HERE, and if they come to you, man, you better reward them, and you can move these around and keep it random. And then for my favorite treat pouch and harness duo is Wildebeest. Again, not sponsored by Wildebeest. I get nothing for it, but I do have a discount code for you linked down below. Their treat pouch, harness, and leash combo is to die for. I'm telling you, I have a whole video linked down below and right here on how this harness changed my life with my wild, crazy leash pulling dude, Finnegan. You guys are probably familiar with him. And we're getting the same one for Wally. They come in an awesome variety of colors. And I love the fact that their harness is a front clip harness, and it's what they call their Linden harness. But their treat pouch, guys, there's nothing like it. I have gone through dozens of treat pouches by every single brand, you name it. Number one, they are aesthetic. And I know that sounds crazy, like it's not all about looks, and you're right. But the main reason I love this is it comes with a really secure belt clip. Can you guys see that there? You can also get a strap to clip around your waist as well. It has a front pocket, which will hold my cell phone. I have the iPhone 11 Pro right now, and it fits in there really, really nicely. In addition to that, it has this clip here, which I love to put poop bags in. You can also hook your keys to that. And then it has a nice big open pouch that is magnetic. So it's really easy to have it on your hip, reach in, grab a treat, and then if you like bend over, forget to close it, it closes on itself. And I just really love the fact that they are a tiny company and they're just trying to do things the right way. I am so proud of the fact that I found them and purchased their products years ago and still cannot find anything better. So definitely check them out. Your discount code is linked down below as well. Now for the next thing that I love for puppies is, or I should say are, slow feeder bowls like this. They do have some stainless steel ones that I probably like better, but these are awesome. And then slow feeder Kong treat dispensing type toys. My two favorite are Kong and these West Paw, you can see it here, West Paw Zogo Flex. Again, just go find these at your independent pet store, guys. But the reason this is important, a lot of people will ask me, Rachel, what is the best food for puppies? And you guys know I'm a big, massive advocate for raw, fresh food. If you don't know what that means, click the video linked up here, or even better, click the video link down below after this video. But it's more than just what you feed your puppy. It's also how you feed your puppy. And as we all know, puppies should be eating around 3 to 4 times a day for at least 9 to 18 months of their life. And so to me, it's a major missed opportunity if you're not using at least one of their feeding times, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a snack, to work with them during mealtime. And if you can't work on basic SITs, DOWNS, Wallace, let's show them the TOUCH. Wallace, whoop. Wallace, can you touch? Yes, the touch command. Good boy, yeah! If you're not doing this during mealtime, then my opinion is you should be at minimum using something that gives them at least a tiny bit of stimulation to make them work for their food. Especially puppies. These guys are growing at such rapid rates. While they are a puppy, they are growing the fastest and developing the fastest than they will any other time of their life. So in my opinion, if you work their mind now, they're gonna be a more well-rounded, established, smart, and confident puppy because you're giving them a lot of different opportunities to work their mind. So with these, I love for the smaller puppies and younger puppies because it's got a nice big open hole. Another one here, I stuffed his, or still do, stuff his food in here while it's wet and freeze it. And then he has to work at it and he can easily work at it here. And this will take him a long time. Or if you are feeding a dry food, all you have to do is fill it up and put a little bit of raw goat milk or some bone broth with no seasoning or salt added, or technically you could even put a little water and freeze it, and you'll have just enough space before you get to this hole before it will leak out. Same thing in here. You could put little pellets of dry food or the raw fresh food, hopefully that's what you're feeding, in here with a little bit of healthy supplement fluid such as fermented fish stock, raw goat milk, something of that nature, and then freeze it and have your puppy work at it. And then on that note, I do want to talk about something else that's really important, and do make sure you stay tuned until the end, because at the end I am going to talk about the most important, or at least one of the top 2, top 3 most important things you should get for your puppy even before he or she comes home, or even after they've come home. But I do, since we just talked about food, want to talk a little bit about the food that Wally eats. Wally eats a raw fresh food diet, which is completely comprised of raw meat, raw crushed bone, and raw organ, and just a little bit of produce to make sure he gets all of his micronutrients. It's never processed, never cooked. The only preservative is the freezer that it's stored in. In my opinion, it is the most nutrient dense food out there, and especially as a puppy growing so quickly, I want him to have ample amount of meat, healthy proteins, healthy fats, and not a lot of carbs. Then, because you have the cutest puppy in the whole dang world, and I know it's true, you need to make sure that you have all the things that keep them clean, safe, and healthy. And one of the ways is to make sure they have all the proper grooming tools. Even if you don't have a longer haired dog, your dog and puppy should still be handled on a daily basis. And there's a reason for that I'll talk about in a moment. But my favorite tools or things in terms of cleaning and grooming your dog is going to be, first off, either Kin and Kind. Love this scent, obsessed with the Jasmine and Lily scent shampoo. They have great conditioner. You can find all this at your independent local pet store. My other favorite shampoo for dogs, even puppies, is 4-Leggers. All of the information for these guys are linked down below. I don't have any discount codes for you yet. I'll work on that. Would love to work with these guys. They're an incredible company. It's organic, sulfate free. It's hand mixed in the USA. It's paraben free and it's cruelty free as well. Because remember, the skin is the largest organ on your cute little puppy. So whenever you do give them that first bath, you want to make sure it's with something, in my opinion, that doesn't have any extra added chemicals on it that they don't need. Also, I started off with these clippers. The brand is Miller's Forge. I use this same brand but a larger size. This is for a small puppy. For my big dogs, Obsessed, they last forever. Again, your local pet shop, you can order these. So I start working on clipping his nails within the first couple weeks of him being at our house. And I do have a video linked down below on clipping nails and tips on how to do that. But what I like to do with puppies is after they've been at our house for about a week or so they're a little more comfortable, I clip one nail a day. And I just do it every day and it becomes a routine. I don't force them down. I make sure it's after they've had a lot of exercise so they're tired and relaxed. The other thing that I always make sure I do is comb and brush every single day. So I actually got this at my neighborhood pet shop. It's the Furminator brand. I'm not saying this is necessarily the best brand, but I have found it to be awesome for puppies because there's two sides to it. Excuse some of Finn's hair in there. This side here is really gentle and soft. Like I can push really hard on my hand and I don't feel anything, like it doesn't hurt. And then this side has the curved little arched or angled bristles, which is just a little bit stronger and it's flexible. You can see that. So it's not gonna be as likely to hurt their skin. And I love this brush. I have the bigger version for Finn and this one for Wally. I also have a steel comb tooth comb. This one I like. I wouldn't say it's the best one, but it works for him. And we do this every day. Even if you have a short-haired dog, doesn't matter. Brushing them helps get them used to being handled, which all dogs most likely at one point are gonna have to be handled. Maybe they'll have to go to the vet or get groomed or whatever it is. So if you start now by doing this, you're not gonna regret it. And then a toothbrush. You don't even have to get a pet specific one. A pro tip or money-saving hack is you could get one that is made for humans, like a really inexpensive one. And then I have a homemade toothpaste recipe down below that's safe for dogs. But we love to brush Wally's teeth just for a few seconds every day with a little bit of the Pet Safe toothpaste, nothing that you buy over the counter. I've never found one that I really liked at a mainstream pet store. This is a really good way to get them used to having their mouth touched, and it's a really good way to start them on the path of healthy dental health. Dental health is directly related to their entire overall health and well-being of their body, especially heart health. And so if we can start making sure that they have good, proper hygiene in their mouth, even if they're gonna lose their puppy teeth, it doesn't matter. You get them used to it now, it's not gonna be as big of an issue to get them used to it later.